Actually click the button. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello.
Chat up here.
Hi, Fuggin' Fish. Hi, Chevy Fish. Hi, John Cox. Hi, Skippers. And hi, Bob. Hi, Dragon Lair.
Hey.
Hi, Freshwater Canucks. Thank you, Chevy Fish. Oh, I'd put Fireball in my coffee if I had some, but I don't have any right now. We are Fireball-less for a little bit here.
See, that's a medical emergency.
I know, huh? But I've got my coffee cup for tonight. My University of Neon Tetra coffee cup.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Right.
It's hotter. I'd hold it up better, but yeah.
Every little boy knew about that university by the time we were 10 or 12.
Hey, Big D. So I hope everybody's doing good. I have a stack of mail. I have to admit, my confession for the night. I have a stack of mail here to go out. Actually, semi on purpose, though, because I don't really want to mail anything right now until after the Christmas nutso stuff gets done. Hi, GRB. So if you're waiting for something from me, if it didn't go out in the last batch, it's probably sitting here. And I'll probably send it Friday or Monday, but I want to give them a bit of a chance to catch up because some of the stuff that I sent a week before Christmas still hasn't arrived yet. So I don't really want to dump a bunch more stuff into the mail until they kind of catch up, because I have this theory that the longer it's in the mail, the better chance there is that something's going to happen to it.
I believe that too.
Yeah, it's like boxes getting beat up and stuff. So the shorter time it's in the mail, the better. Hi, Shelby Ray. How are you? So anyway, so like the calendars that people want and stuff, only part of them have gone out. Not all of them have gone out yet. And like I say, I'll probably be sending them Friday or Monday, but I want to give the mail a chance to get caught up from where it's at now. But tonight I have 2 drawings that I'm going to auction off, hopefully, if anybody wants them. And I got wet fingerprints on them from changing water, but they're in plastic. And then I'm going to give one of them away. So for the auction, hang on. I got to switch over to StreamYard so I can see what I'm doing. For the auction, we have a colored pencil of a Lynx. I'm going to turn one light off and see if that's better. Let's shine. We have a colored pencil of a Lynx. It's a 4x6 with a mat on it, so it'll go right into a 5x7 frame. And we have a charcoal of a pigeon in a nesting box.
I like that.
There's that one there.
It's nice.
And then for a giveaway, I've got a little bear playing with a stick in the snow, which is that one right there. And we're going to give that one away towards the end of the stream. That one's going to be a giveaway. Hi, Dan. How are you? Everybody lurks and listens. So anyway, so that's what we got going on tonight. In a little while, we'll auction off those 2. And then towards the end of the stream, we'll give away the little bear.
Cool.
Almost a bear butt. Yes, it is. It's almost a bear butt. I was looking at bear butts thinking about it.
You think about bear butts too much.
Do I?
Butts in general.
Bear butt spelled B-A-R-E?
I guess.
Hi, Maria. Hi, W. Marion. How are you?
You want up in the chair, Yazzie?
Is Jeffro in here? Hi, Jeffro. How's the new baby? Jeffro has an absolutely adorable new baby girl. Hi, Priscilla. I'm sorry. Don't work so hard. Your old feet, man. My feet are old. I'm just fat getting old. Hi, Amy. I'm so old I couldn't even find my ears tonight. I had to wear my hat again because I'm not sure where I put my ears. Catfish Terry, hi. I know I've missed some people, so if I missed you, I'm not trying to be rude. So what do you got going on for the New Year's, Skippers?
I got to work.
You got to work? Oh, I've done that so many times. The last 3 or 4 years that I worked every holiday. And I worked Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and Easter and 4th of July. I worked all of them. Every single holiday I worked. I think it's because I didn't complain. I just did it. So I guess that the lesson to be learned there is you should complain. Hi, mainly Bettas.
It got so in nursing that we would get time and a half for holidays, but not in the old days. We didn't. It took turns every year. Well, if you didn't stay there over 2 years, that didn't help you out.
I did get time and a half for the holidays, but it was nice, like on Christmas Eve and stuff. A lot of the customers would throw down $5 and $10 tips on their way out the door since I was working Christmas,
That was nice.
which was kind of nice.
I had a paper route one time in junior high, and it was downtown, the little downtown businesses, and I got like $27 in tips. We're talking 1970. That was a load.
Nice.
Yep. I got me a little cassette recorder. Yep.
Very nice. When I was waitressing, I had somebody leave me an $80 tip one time.
Oh my gosh.
And all he got was, it was a truck driver, and all he got was a soda.
Wow.
And I ran to the door and said, "Hey, I know you didn't leave this." And he looked at me and he said, "Yes, I did." I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
He must have just came from the bank.
I don't know, but it was a nice tip.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Susan.
It's a real nice tip today.
So what kind of fish you got going on behind you, Skippers?
Same as last week. My angels got some true Siamese alligators, catfish. That's pretty much getting that right now.
Oh, there's a pretty betta.
Oh, that guy. He said that because I just poured food down the side of its.
I got a nice female. One of my New Year's resolution is to do at least 1 or 2, preferably 2 videos a week, because I just haven't been doing any videos. So that's my New Year's resolution for the week, is to put some videos out every week. And I have one ready that I'm going to probably put out. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. I want to space them at least 2 days apart from everything. So probably Friday I'll put out my first video, but I'm going to start showing my fishies more and just make sure that I put out a couple videos a week. I actually won a $25 gift card for John's site. So I went on there, and he's just got bettas and a bunch of food and stuff. And I think I'm going to get a male betta for but they're like $39, so I'll have to like pay the difference in the shipping, but still pretty nice. So I've been kind of looking at his male bettas.
For who? KG Tropicals?
Yeah.
They have some beautiful.
Yeah. I'd like to get them Black Samurai.
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
A Black Samurai.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
Is that a betta?
Yeah.
How much is that one?
Man, it's about 40.
So it's about the same price. Yeah, I got Maria sent me a really pretty female. That's a koi. So I'm gonna probably get a male to go with her.
This is
They don't post them all at once.
no.
They all look very, very nice. They're doing a good job with them by the looks of the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd be overwhelmed, I'm sure, if they posted all of them.
Oh, yeah, because they had hundreds or something, I believe they showed in their video.
Oh, yeah, they probably did one big order of them, but yeah. But yeah, I want to find a nice koi betta to go with the female that I got. So
That's my favorite male right there. I love that one. I got it from Dan. And I got 2 females, but
now see, he'd go good with my female. You want to send him to me?
yeah, you sit right there and wait. He'll be there in a minute. Wait for the doorbell. No, I'm gonna mate him up with one of these, but where are they? There's one,
Yeah, he'd go good with her.
and she's actually my favorite of the 2. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's down at the bottom. It's hard to see them in a bowl. It's 2.5 gallons, and I'm gonna put them in that 5-gallon bowl that I got.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. But that would be one of those bowls would be a good betta breeding tank.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That one there is just gorgeous, and she's little. You just can't see them in these bowls. Over there. The other one.
Well, I made a big mistake with it. Maria Z bought a female from Dan's Fish and had him send it to me, and it is gorgeous. But I made a really big mistake that I hate to admit, and he's probably going to be listening to this at some point.
I'm sure.
Come over here and kick my ass.
Probably.
Because what I did was he sent me as a gift, along with that female betta, he sent me 5 of those little like shiny white iridescent blue rice fish.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
They're
nice.
really pretty. And I put them in the tank with the betta. I thought that'd be okay.
Oh, hell no.
And you know what happened?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, she killed them all. I was like, God damn it. And I was going to breed them, and yeah, the female killed them.
How big was the tank you put them in?
A 10-gallon. I figured that'd be okay because I was getting her tank ready because I have a 5-gallon tank to put her in. And I figured that'd be okay for a day or 2. Yeah, right. No. No.
Believe it or not, I actually got one of his male bettas in a 10-gallon tank with 6 cord cats right at the moment. And they haven't messed with each other at all.
Yeah, it totally depends on the fish. Now, the little rice fish weren't going to hurt her any.
Right.
And I've had females before. Like I had a female for a long time in with a tank full of endlers, and she never bothered him at all. But I have had females before that would kill even a snail in a tank with them. And I have a feeling that this is one of them because overnight she killed all those fish.
She might be hard to breed then.
Yeah, she might be. But she's pretty. But yeah, she She did not do what I wanted her to do. I wanted her to just be in there for a day or two while I got her tank all set up. And yeah, now she's in there by herself.
I've been working with this big squirrel fish, and it takes a while, but it'll eventually come over and put its mouth on the bed. It almost did it there, so that I can say I'm feeding it by hand. That's what we do for entertainment around here. It'll grab it when I
Oh,
squirt it.
it's not your fault, Maria. That was my fault. I should have known better. Like I say, some bettas you can do that with. Some of them you definitely can't.
Yep.
And the tank
right.
is so heavily planted. The next day when I was looking, I just went ahead and fed because I figured that the little rice fish must be down in the plants. But it's the day after that when I was gonna move her, and I started looking and moving plants around, and those rice fish were gone, just gone.
There we go.
So yeah, it depends on the betta. Like I say, I've had some in with fish before, and they didn't bother them at all. I was gonna do a like a female tank, all female tank one time, and I got some real pretty ones at Petco, and there was the littlest one. There was one that was really tiny, and I got them in the tank and watched them for a few minutes. They looked okay, and I got home from work, and all the other ones except for this one little tiny one was in the middle of the tank, just flaring and looking all macho, and all the other ones were hidden down in the gravel and shit. So it was like, well, that didn't work too well. So there are some that just won't handle it. I think if I want to do an all female tank again, a sorority tank, what I would do is like try to breed them and then take all females from the same batch that have always been together and do it that way. So anyway, that was my betta story. My dumbass story. Because I did know better than that. I mean, some of them are fine. She looked like she was going to be fine with them, but she wasn't. GRB says his local pet store has bettas from $10 to $60.
I got a pretty nice dragon scale from my LFS, and it was, I think, 15.
Yeah, it seems like Petco, the ones at Petco are anywhere from like $10 to $20. My LFS has some bettas, but the last time I went in and looked at her bettas, she had them in little bowls sitting on top of counters and stuff. And this was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and at least half of them were dead or dying. So, I mean, they were in the bowls dead in the middle of the afternoon.
Wow. My LFS, she has them in them gallon cannon jars.
Yeah.
And she changes the water every day. Like, she's a fish nerd. That lady don't mess around.
That's the way to do it.
He was wanting to shake hands. I had to get my hand out of there. But he got the food. Look at him sit back like an old codger.
I keep forgetting to look for seashells and see if I have a big one for you.
He's ready, I'll tell you. How
many inches do you think? Like, if you were like depth wise, how many inches do you think?
That's like 3 inches across the opening.
3 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look and see what I got for one bigger than that.
I was thinking about going to Ponds and Plants tomorrow, so I'll look there too. But look how he sits back. He just sits down when he eats. So funny. So funny. I had forgot that I drugged Daniel and left him kenneled while he was eating, and he didn't sound right. So that's where I ran off to. He's fine. He's about 7 sheets in the wind, but he's fine.
Hi, darling. You gave him his meds, huh? I feel,
I gave him half. I don't like medicines. I'm scared of them. I've seen too much.
yeah.
I've seen too much. So I gave him half dose. I gave him his antibiotic, but his other medicine half dose. If he gets rowdy later, I'll give him the other half. Yep.
Did I ever show you what Jess Shrimp Granny sent me this?
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
little buddy.
A little buddy. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was sweet of her.
That's the blind fish there. And his friends. I hope I get that fish from Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to take care of it. I've got plenty of room, so.
Well, for people just coming in, I'll show you what we got going on tonight. Later on tonight, I'll switch it over to me for a minute. I'm going to switch it off you guys for a minute.
Thank you.
So if you got to scratch your butt, now's the time to do it.
Now's the time. Thank God. Ooh, that feels good.
This one here is a little bear cub playing with a stick. And that one I'm going to give away later on tonight. It's a 4x6 and with a mat on it, it'll pop right into a 5x7 frame. And then for auction, I've got this pigeon in a nesting box in charcoal. And I've got this portrait of a lynx in brown pencils. Wish I had a better camera that I could show, but anyway, I think you can kind of see it. Believe me, they're a lot better in person than they are showing them on here. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So if anybody wants the auction, just let me know and we'll do the auction. And I'm going to pull these other guys back on here again. Oh, Skipper's disappeared. There he is. And Bob turned his sound off and is feeding fish.
There we go. I was just looking at this little juvenile Emmer. Look how fat. Where'd she go?
Jane.
She is fat. Fat water rat.
Maybe she's going to be like popping.
I don't know. She's tiny. She's real fat. You know, my other axolotl, I said last night or sometime, maybe today, that it was real fat. Yeah. Well, the other ones now, the, what are they called? The normals or whatever.
Yeah.
She's huge fat like that too. So it must be something in the water. All right. I've got 2 rooms done and 2 to go.
So I don't know if there's going to be any interest in the auction or not.
I'm interested in it. What do you mean any interest? Well, if there's not any interest, is it default to the ones that are interested, or how does that work?
I don't know. Nobody said anything, so I'm not sure.
I'm ready anytime. Just let me know.
Okay. Should we do one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do the links?
I like them both, so that sounds good to me.
How does it work? Well, I'm going to hold up the links, and you guys can go ahead and put a bid in if you're interested. Like I said, they're 4x6 drawings, and with mat on them, they'll just slip right into a 5x7 frame with glass on it.
Got a bid for 25 already.
Oh, yep. Not Nola Jane's at 25 for the links.
Wait a minute. I'm turned where I can something.
I got to get my paper out so I can write it down.
We got 30 for BJ Palmer.
Oh, that's right. I can't comment in there.
Just tell me what you want, and I'll put it down for you, Bob.
35. That's what we had to do last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bob ties better at 35. We'll do the minute thing too. 36, Noah Jane.
Oh my God! I started to say Skipper bid 35.
And BJ says 37.
Did you see me getting after people in Dan's telling them it was the @ sign and not the hashtag? And Candy's like, no, Bob. I don't know why that just clicked some way. I don't know. Weird.
Not Nola Jane says 38.
40.
BJ, Bob beat you to it. Okay, 41, not Noah Jane. BJ Palmer, 45.
Fishymon coming in, but too low.
Yeah.
Fishimon says 46.
Maria jumping in there. Yeah, we need to be sure we give a whole minute before.
BJ at 48.
And not Nola Jane at 50.
Yeah, it's lagging for me about 10 seconds because you said Nola Jane and then about 10 seconds hers came up.
Yeah, I'm watching myself.
Yeah, we'll give it plenty of time in between. So right now we're at not Nola Jane at 50.
BJ Palmer, 55.
You want to come up and see Pam?
Chiclet says 64.
What? That's an odd number, but
Unless that's not a bid. Was that a bid, Chiclets?
that's a guess for something else, maybe.
So I think I'm not sure about his, so we'll go with not Nola Jane's at 56.
Yeah, you should put a dollar sign in front of it so
Yeah,
we
put a
know.
dollar sign in front of him so we know for sure.
That's Derek's rule.
John wants to know what you were feeding with the pipette.
I'm feeding platinum somethings that are rare and exotic and come from Petco.
BJ at 60.
Endlers. Platinum Tiger Endlers.
60.
Oh, yeah, I see, John. I can see the chat. I always feed with a pipette, John.
I think I scared Cichlids 23 off when I thought he was bidding. It's like, oh my God, no.
It would me.
Oh. Oh, that was a hi to Fishimon 64. Okay. See,
Yeah.
I think I scared him.
John Cox, you may mean when I was feeding that blind fish. I don't know. It was a severum. Yeah, Chevy Fish done told you now. Put a dollar sign. Who's the high bid? BJ? Yeah, Billy Jean.
Yep, at $60.
It's getting close to a minute.
Mm-hmm. Going to bid any higher, you better bid.
Yep, or I'm going to call it sold to BJ. Which is good because I can add it to her calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to go going once and going twice. And we'll call it sold to BJ for $60.
Congratulations.
You're going to really like it when you get him. Should we go ahead and get the bird out of the way too?
Yeah, might as well. I can only stay on for like another half hour to help you.
Okay, so we're going to do the last. This is the one that BJ just got. There. And we're going to do up the bear's a giveaway. The bird. So this one right here. It is a rock dove or a pigeon in a nesting box with the light shining on her. It's hard to see, but it's kind of cool.
Starting bid 25, not Nola Jane.
You know, that brought back a childhood trauma, Pam.
Oh no.
Not a childhood, but an early life. I remember when I was putting furniture in my first apartment after I became an RN and getting a decent paycheck, and I got my cousin to go with me to help like that Bombay furniture in the malls. And they had what they called nesting tables, but they were too much. I wouldn't pay that for them. They weren't too much. I just was cheap. I wouldn't pay that. I never had money, and I was sure wasn't about to give it away like that. And my cousin made fun of me for saying nesting. She would say it real weird and say nesting.
Huh.
Oh, what's wrong with her? Anyway, thanks for letting me vent.
So right now we got W. Marion at $35, not Nola Jane at $38. I got some nesting tables when I was on Cape Cod. They were there was 3 of them, and they were end tables, and they were fish shaped.
Oh,
Now I kind of wish I gave them away when I moved here.
right.
I think I gave them to one of my kids because they wanted them so bad. But now I wish I kind of had them because they were kind of cute. And we got W. Marion at $45.
Wait, I already fed these guys. Bad to lie.
So we got 45.
I'll go 50.
So Bob at 50.
That's the bird, yeah.
Yeah, that's bird.
I've got a couple of your birds framed. There's one, there's 2. Got a whole bunch of your stuff not framed. I think that was a Patreon, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd already framed
Well, I
it.
couldn't get a good picture of it, but
That's that sparrow. That's my favorite one right now.
The sandhill crane.
That light's really great in it.
And that one's a white crested sparrow.
Pam, you ought to talk about your Patreon. I mean, if you
I
don't
did
know.
again. I hate to push stuff right now with everybody. Like, things are not real good right now.
I don't think
$55.
I don't think donating $1 a month to you or $5 or whatever they want to donate is too much to have first option to buy stuff.
That's true. Yep. So, I think Chevy Fish threw up my Patreon and to pay for the auction stuff, send it to PayPal along with your mailing address. But I've got BJ's mailing address already. But anybody else who buys one, right now we got W Marion at $55 for the bird.
There's not much of anything. Well, yeah, there is. The dollar store. I love to go there. Started to say you can't get hardly anything for $1, but you can there.
Hey, Vinoski.
Hi, Vinoski.
So the one we're doing right now is this rock dove in the nesting box, and it's in charcoal, and it's 4x6 with a mat on it, which will go right into a 5x7 frame.
What is the high bid? 65?
55.
55. Who's the high bidder?
W Marion.
Wendy.
Thank you, Chevy Fish.
I already fed all these tanks with fry though.
So we'll say going once.
I'll go 57.
57, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go Bob at 57, going once. And we'll do going twice for 57. And we'll give it a minute and before we finish it, if anybody wants to get in at the last there. Okay, so we'll say it's sold to Bob for $57. And yay, then I can finish paying my rent and mail stuff. Thank you, Fishymon, for the $5 hippopotamus.
How big is the bird, Pam?
It'll be a 5x7 frame. It's the
Okay.
same size as a buffalo.
Yeah. Okay.
And thank you, everybody. So we got one more we're going to do, but later on, which is a giveaway. And I'm going to give this little bear away tonight, but in a little while. I really need a better camera for my live streams, don't I? I'll have to see if I can figure out how to set up my other camera. But anyway, yep, that one's going to be a giveaway later. Because we can't go a night without giving some art away. Because
Not Nola Jean thing. Sell it.
I need to make art collectors out of everybody. Yeah, charcoals are, I love charcoals. They'll like always be my first love. I love doing charcoals. Oh, Big D, thank you. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you too.
What did Big D do?
He gave me a $10 super chat and
He
said
did?
Happy New Year.
Big D's a good guy, I'll tell you.
He is. Big D is one of us old timers. He's been around, I think, since I started coming to the Fish Fam stuff.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I could try that, W. Marion. That might be better because my this little webcam does not show stuff very good. Hi, Susie. Susie Q says she's having trouble sleeping, so she's able to stop in.
I started to say that's not Q. Well, all right.
Yeah, I could sell it, Scotty, but I really like to give at least one thing away during my streams, so I'm gonna give the little bear away.
You give so many things away, Pam, you could make a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
You really could. Skipper, how is it to be back to work? Or did you go back to work?
Yeah, I went back. I got to go tomorrow, so that's why I'm going to be getting off here. 4 o'clock comes early on the East Coast.
Oh, you got to go to work at 4 o'clock?
No, I get up at 4.
And in case anybody missed it, here's my coffee cup tonight.
That's so bad.
My University of Neon Tetras.
Uh-huh.
Coffee cup.
Uh-huh. Right.
So I hate to cut it short, but I got to get going, guys.
Okay, well, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. I just wanted to stop in.
Thanks for helping.
You're welcome. Good night, y'all.
Mr. Fisher, Brad.
Good night.
Mr. Fisher sent a super sticker for $5 with a fox saying good
Oh.
job.
Thanks, Brad.
Have a good night, Skipper.
I was lagging and he was gone before I think I said hello or goodbye. Whatever.
Look at that feeding frenzy.
Oh, I know. But if I snap my fingers, they'll all disappear.
That's all the babies, isn't it?
That's still her babies, and I probably got rid of half that many. I'm liking the smaller gold ones. I like them all, of course, but it seems like the dark ones like her are the bigger ones. And the little gold ones I don't really like. There's one. She still hasn't spawned again, so I'm leaving them in there. And right now I get away with 50% water change once a week, and it's a 55 gallon. I mean, it's a tall, but still it's just 55 gallons.
Yeah, those babies are getting big.
They are.
Now, are you going to keep any of them, or are you going to sell all of them?
I think I've got them posted to sell. I would sell most of them. I'm going to keep some of the little gold ones. But I think she would spawn when I get down to so low. She's still got the same husband. I see him in there somewhere. He's grown quite a bit since these guys were born.
Oh, you still got the males in there?
Yep, he stayed there the whole time. Bo was his name. Like it matters, but she's got to be almost a foot now.
What is she again?
She's a Jack Dempsey. Just a regular, not the super duper, the color change, you know. what is it they call when they make them the colors more brilliant, or I can't remember. She's not that. She's just a real pretty Jack Dempsey.
Oh, she's a good mama to raise all those babies and put up with that many in the tank.
And not eat them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when she laid eggs? It was gazillions of them. I don't see Bo. She's cleaned this rock off today. I just noticed. She's been doing that, and then she'll go back over to this rock on that end, and then she'll go back to that rock. So she's got it in the back of her mind, I guess. Just don't go past the rock cleaning.
Like I say, she's doing really good not to attack the juvenile ones at all, especially if she's thinking about breeding again.
Yeah. She's a good mommy. I think there's some Siamese algae eaters in there, but they may have killed them. I got 4 or 5 and put in there, and I've never seen them since. Your poor old Daniel coughing. Daniel, lay down. Damn, don't you miss those days of kids with colds and sitting up with them? And
Oh yeah.
I bet. For me, it's dogs.
I still remember one time when Courtney was about 3, and we lived in the split level house, and the bedrooms were upstairs on the upper level with the bathroom, right? So I was sitting at the bottom of the steps, had my sewing machine set up at the bottom of the steps on the second level, and I was making Christmas presents. And Courtney came downstairs, all the way downstairs, to tell me that she had to throw up.
Oh my God.
And the bathroom is upstairs, right?
Right.
So I told her to go to the bathroom and throw up. And of course, she threw up halfway up the steps.
Yep.
And I had to clean it all up on the carpet. Yep, it was carpet.
Yep, of course.
Yep, that's kids for you.
I'm going to have to cover these birds.
Anyone know if it's possible for pond snails? They can. They can eat bed eggs if they get up in there. I've pulled like the ram's horn snails off of eggs before. Because if they can get to them, they will. But once the bed of eggs hatch, they're really good to have in the tank because they'll clean up any uneaten food. Did Bob drown? Did he drop his phone in the water?
Help, help. I was talking to you and I forgot I muted it to cover the birds up. They're under that big
The
towel
picture
now, so-
looked like you dropped your phone in the tank.
Yeah, I laid it on the top of that one so I wouldn't drop it. So I was asking you all if you want to scoop, if you want a world premiere preview of this tank that I reset last night about 3 a.m. It's going to be, I see water all over the front. I thought I cleaned it. I guess not. It's going to be for the dragon puffers.
Yeah.
So I'll show you that.
Are you gonna put it? Are they gonna be in together?
Yep, that's the plan. And I need to put them in when I get up one day and I'm going to be home so I can keep an eye on them. This is that tank that had so much algae and still has some algae, but got the hang on back working. I am going to raise the water level up a little bit more, but I was working in there last night. And the 4 laser quarries, I'm only seeing 3 since I reworked it, so I hope I didn't cover one up. They're in there. I've got to swap them to the tank that the puffers are in. But
Hey, Nez, how are you?
that's a cool place to go in. You can go in like 3 different ways in that. And
I can see that being the hiding spot for one of them.
yeah, I'm hoping so. I didn't want to take that wood out because I really like it. It's still got plenty of algae on it. I treated it with Maricin or whatever, and it killed a lot of it. And they can also hide back there behind the sponge filters. It's got a
Yeah.
hang back.
Looks good.
Yeah, I think it's a good setup for them. I am going to put some plants in there, and that's one reason I'm going to pond some plants also. Oh, I've got that set up upside down. I just realized.
Brad wants to know where you got the rack that tank is on.
The rack, Walmart. That's where I get all of my racks. It's the one, it's just like the one I've got laying in the dining room for 2 months to set up.
Hey, Nez, I'm doing good. How are you?
They were $59. I think they've gone up to $69, but still for that. You can put 3 tanks on it if they're not small tanks, but I always just put 2. To 29. Of course, the 40. Brad, the 40s just fit right down in them, so make sure you can see it's. Where am I looking? There. I can't even get my little finger there. Maybe a toothpick. It's like that all the way around. So you just literally, it takes 2 people, but I did it with 1. But did it down. Yazi helped me.
Yazzie helped you?
Yeah. Put the tank in while I helped post. So I'm glad to be getting that done. And then those I was feeding are going to. That's just a matter of watching it bother those fish. They don't bother any of those fish that are smaller than now.
So, do you have a backup plan if they don't get along?
The pacu, yeah, I'll just catch them back out, or the dragon puff one. I'll just put them back where they came from and put the other fish back. That's why I need another 40. Also, if they don't, I need 2. That's for 1. Eventually, I'll separate them. If they're not a pair, I'll definitely.
Yeah, if they don't get along, just scoop one of them back out and put it back in the first tank.
Yeah, I can do that. But except I've got the laser cories in there, so I'd have to make them. I want to do that.
So, for anybody that missed it, we got giveaway we're going to be doing in a little while of this drawing here, which is a little bear. It's hard to see with the stupid webcam, but it's a bear cub playing with a stick sitting in the snow.
Oh, a stick.
Yeah, it's got a stick in its hand.
I misunderstood you earlier.
What did you think I said?
Can't say.
Oh no. Yep, he's playing with a stick.
That was too easy, Pam. I'm sorry.
Or almost bare butt. Yep, that one's going to be called almost a bare butt.
Oh, that's cute. Pam, are you still thinking about getting rainbows?
I'm thinking about this one of like the neon blue ones.
Yeah. All the rainbows.
That's something I've never had before, and I'd like to try. See, that's kind of what I want to do is as I get the tanks reset back up, I want to try different fish.
All the rainbows in this tank came from PetSmart, not Petco, and they're like $3.99 each. So they do grow into beautiful fish. It takes 3 or 4 months, but
yeah, I've heard that they grow slow.
I've got copper in here. I've got a couple of them that have lesions on them, and I'm not sure what it is. And
So did you get your vinegar eels going good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got 2 cultures of them going.
Good.
Yeah, they did well. Did great. Thanks for your help on that. I don't know why I was making that so difficult.
Oh, they're super easy.
Yeah.
And just about every 6 months, like I just did it about a week ago, about every 6 months, I'll quarter a apple and stick some more apple in there.
I need to do that.
And then when I do mine, when I put the water in the neck to separate them from the vinegar water, of course that adds water to the mixture, and I just pour it back into the jug when I'm done. And so when I refresh with the apples, I'll add a little bit more vinegar too,
Yeah.
like pure vinegar.
I wondered about that. I'm glad you said that because I'm about to that stage soon. See,
Yeah,
little girl.
I just said that it doesn't have to, it's not an exact science. Just add some vinegar and a little bit more apple.
Yeah. See, I told
Like
you.
I say, I only do it like once every 6 months. I'll do that.
She's sitting there watching me because I'm feeding while she watches
I know.
me.
I'm kind of semi in love with that one.
She's as fat as a pig too now, like that other one in there, like the leucistic. There she goes. Get it. And of course, he's being a grumpity grump. See, he's almost, that's 12 inches. That's a 20 tall. I think it's 12 inches. But see, his tail's curled up at least an inch.
Yeah.
The big old boy. He's bigger than her a little bit. She is sweet. She really is.
Hi, Hat Trick. Hat Trick got her raccoon yesterday. That's good because I sent everything like 2 weeks ago. That's why I still have another stack of stuff to send, because I'm kind of giving it a little bit of time before I throw some more stuff in the mail, because they are taking forever right now.
I saw something about that on Instagram, maybe somewhere. I saw she got it. I could use another 40 breeder and put all 4 of these axles together too. I sure could.
Oh, thank you, Xanadu.
What's Xanadu doing?
He gave me a super chat. He says for the vinegar eel info. I have a video on how to set up a culture of them. They're really easy.
Yeah, see, that dovetails with what we were saying this evening about, we just don't say a lot of times what we know because don't like to argue and all that. So. And people really do appreciate it when they know it's the real deal. Right?
Yeah, I don't give too much advice because
I know.
I do stuff the old-fashioned way.
Yep. Just like what you just said.
And I have gotten into some like major, like I remember one time on Facebook in a group, I said something that people didn't agree with, and the guy was like calling me names in all caps and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just kind of mostly just keep my mouth shut.
I know, and that's sad because a lot of those old things really are good things. The ones that haven't over the years, people like you and me, Dwayne Kitchell, people like that have stopped doing them, But we do know some. I'm learning from you. I learned about those vinegar ears. Never kept them.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people nowadays do all the fancy soils and fancy lights and
Right.
all the latest filters and all that stuff. And I don't. I do stuff the old way. So.
Yep.
So I just keep my mouth shut a lot of times. Although what I do works.
That's all that matters. What I'm looking for is what works and what's the cheapest that works. Yep.
Well, John Cox, he says he needs vinegar, eels, Walder worms, wingless fruit flies, white worms, and red wigglers for his future plans of breeding. Vinegar eels are really great for little tiny fry. Yeah. And if you don't have any by this spring, send me a message and I'll get you some. But I wouldn't even try to send anything right now because I'm not going to use a heat pack for vinegar eels.
I'm
And
just,
it was -5 here last night.
I'm only like an hour and a half from John. I could send him some vinegar eels if he wants. Ed, mine came from Ed, John. He gave me his whole thing though. He was giving them at a fish show or something, and he didn't have a use for them, so I gladly accepted them.
I depend on them for like when my rice fish are born.
Oh yeah,
For like the first week or so, they get vinegar eels.
yep.
And I kind of let my microworm culture go, so I don't have them anymore.
Yeah, the one I got that I started from you, I had for a long time, and then the darn flies, like I don't know if they were fruit flies or what, but some kind of fly got in it, found them, and then I had maggots, and I thought, I guess I better just throw it away.
Yeah, I had mine for like 2 years, and then I just got lazy and let it die back. But I need this spring. I'll probably get some more started, but I'm not going to worry about it right now because, like I say, for people shipping here, it's really hard because it's really cold here.
Look at those ball bat legs reflected in there. Oh, those are mine. I turned that off to see if I could get one of those or both of those highway cats to come out. Oh, it didn't. Move out of the way. I think Dan has one more of those. Huh. It's not coming out. It lives right there. One of them does. I'm not sure where the other one is. Both of my little black boars didn't make it. I lost one and then I lost the other one. I don't know what happened. So I'm watching these close. Those others were a little bit small. And these are not much bigger. Finally learned how not to get a nitrate spike in here. Finally got it sorted out with them. These guys could also stand a 40 breeder or a 55. It's a 29.
IS. So what is Yazzie doing while you're feeding everybody?
Oh, I forgot what else I sent you, Pam. I just remembered. He came back in here, and my guess is, where am I at? Where's Yazzie? Where is Yazzie? Where is he? There he is. He's on the bed. I had a fish I noticed last night in here that's tail looked funky. And I started it on Canaplex. Let's do it again tomorrow night. I don't see the fish.
One of the things that I want to get is some half beaks. Do you have any of them?
I don't have them anymore. I used to have them in here, and they had a lot of babies. And I think these big killifish, yeah, you would like killies, Pam. These are 3 and 4 inches. I love mine. And then they got a bunch of fry in there. Fries are about the size of endlers now. They grow fast. And they don't predate on them, or these don't. Daniel, bless you. Yeah, I got my Canaplex there, so I'll remember it tomorrow night, hopefully.
Yeah, the half beaks are on my list of stuff I want to get and try.
I think these guys just took over. They're a much bigger fish and tougher fish.
Yeah, the gold spot half beaks are pretty cool.
These are first cousins to them. These are the stripe pin chicks. These came from Dan originally. If I can get them to dash, they're so fast, just like the gulls. They kind of stay hidden around the edges a lot, but Danny. Ooh, that's a pretty one. That's a beautiful male there. Are you ever going to show your rice fish anymore, Pam?
Oh yeah, but not tonight because I got to clean the plants out, trim them back. You couldn't see them if I showed you right now. They're in there swimming around the plants, but I need to get in and trim the plants. I'll do it when I do their water change, probably tomorrow.
Well, if the stuff that I sent your way didn't make it, then I'll wait till definitely a warm.
A warm streak. Yeah, we were supposed to have a warm streak, and then they changed it.
I know.
Like we were supposed to be having days in the 30s and 40s,
Yep.
and now we're having days below freezing. And like tonight, it's not getting that cold. Last night it was -5. Tonight it's supposed to be 17 for a low, but then the next 3 nights it's 2 degrees for a low. So, and that's as far as I can see on the weather forecast. It's all in the 20s and 30s for highs and down in the single digits for lows. So don't send anything right now.
No. And Brad's got held up in Birmingham, and those were guppies. Guppies. Only got 2 more tanks to go, I think, after this. This is full of those giant Provenzas, but they're wimpy, they hide all around the bottom. There they come. Are you actually closing down tanks, Pam, when you say you're consolidating?
Yeah, I am. I've got some empty ones because I'm going to set some shelves up in the other bedroom and start setting them up in there and redoing them.
Yeah.
And I want to do a couple because I've got quite a bit of stuff now. I want to do 1 or 2 Blackwater tanks. But I want to get, like I say, stuff I haven't tried before, and I want to do some breeding. So the rice fish are keepers, so I'm keeping the rice fish. But I was really happy when Dan sent me those little white ones because I wanted to get a couple more kinds of rice fish going. And then,
Oh, cool.
like I say, I lost them because the female betta killed them.
I'm sure he's got a couple more.
Yeah, when I get some money, I'll buy some from him.
Talk about a horse. Ooh. She just
Kate
doesn't
says she
stop.
wants me to do a Wolverine. I don't have any photographs of Wolverines, so, and
Ooh, that would be cool.
I won't use any online. So,
Well, if you think
because
I'm going to,
copyright issues and stuff, I just don't deal with it.
yeah, well, if you think I'm going to go out and track down a Wolverine.
I have never seen one out in the wild before. I was really jealous though because my daughter, who doesn't really know, my oldest daughter, who's not really an animal person, she was going for a ride up in the Blue Mountains above Walla Walla, Washington. And she called me on her cell phone. And she says, I just had the strangest animal run out in the road in front of me. She was like on a dirt road, like a logging road. And she says, I have no idea what it is. And I said, well, what did it look like? And she says, well, it was like the size of a small bear cub, but
Mhm.
it was low to the ground and moved like a badger. And it took me a few minutes, and I was like, God damn it, you just saw a Wolverine.
Yep.
And I've never seen one, and she saw one, and I'm jealous.
I hadn't seen one either. There's a video that was making the rounds on YouTube a month or so ago. Somebody was on a trail and they heard something coming and they got off the trail a little bit. They were still visible and stopped, and it was a wolverine, or maybe it was a honey badger. Whatever it was not to be trifled with. You could tell by the way it was moving through there.
Yeah, that's what she said when she was describing it to me. She said it moved like a badger, kind of low to the ground, and it had like lighter tips on the ends of its hair. And I told her I had no idea, and then I hung up, and then I called her right back, and I said, God damn it, it was a Wolverine.
Those things will go up against bears and stuff.
Oh yeah, they will.
Not afraid of anything. They said I've seen where they used to go back in the settlers' days, and they would attack horses and livestock that were penned, not just chickens and stuff, big stuff.
Oh, I'm not surprised. They're kind of mean. Badgers aren't big, but you don't want to mess with a badger either.
Anything that'll go in a wild bee's nest, I think not.
No, badgers have like their front claws and back claws, because they're diggers. They dig the burrows and stuff, and their claws are nasty. And they've got the teeth too. And yeah, you don't want to mess with the badger. I've heard of badgers chasing people, like on bicycles and stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
I went out, walked out to the edge of the road one time to the highway, and it was dark, and I was just going for a walk, and I got close to the highway, and I heard this like low growling sound. So I stopped dead in my tracks, and I was like looking around, and it was, like I say, it was dark, but there was street lights and stuff. And it was a little badger. And it was like in front of me, and it wasn't going anywhere. It was growling at me, and I'm like, yeah, you got the road. I'm backing up and getting out of here. I didn't even have a stick with me or anything, and badgers can be rather nasty.
They can rip anything off because they rip the bark off of trees and rip up roots.
Oh yeah, they got nasty ass claws on them.
Yep.
They'll rip your leg off. And another time I went to the pet store here in town, and like they were in this little mall that was like on a dead end street, and they were the last place on the dead end street, and there was apartments on the other side. And I got up close and started to turn in the driveway, and I looked, and right in the middle of the road, I glanced, and I thought, oh, somebody's cat's in the road. And then I did a double take, and it was a badger.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen one or a wolverine that I know of. I don't want to either.
I've never seen a wolverine out in the wild. Badgers, I've seen quite a few times. And like I say, you don't mess with badgers. And wolverines are like giant badgers, so I'm quite sure you don't want to mess with them.
Odd how that plant uprooted itself and floated up there. It could be one of the catfish rooting around.
Yeah. You could tuck that into your new tank.
I could, because this other one would probably like to fill in. That's her pet bitterling. She had killed them all but that one. They're buddies. It's nice of her to keep one. She wants her wafer. Okay. I'm glad to say that I am finished.
John says he had a hunting dog get his face ripped up by a badger.
Oh no.
I'm like, yeah, badgers are mean. I remember one time we were out hunting arrowheads in the desert. And I don't know why my dad did it. I'm not going to defend him doing it. But we looked over at a ridge a little ways away from us, and there was a badger there. And he had a pistol, and he shot it. And it started running towards us.
Mm.
And he shot that thing 4 times before it dropped, and it was like 5 feet from us.
Dang.
They can be mean. And when he killed it, I remember I looked at it, and it's them damn things got some claws on them.
It probably would have got to you if he hadn't started when he did.
Yeah. But it probably wouldn't have charged us if he wouldn't have shot at it in the first place.
That could be too.
Yeah. But once it started charging us, like I say, it took 4 good shots before it dropped.
But do you want to wait and find out? He
Yeah.
didn't, obviously. He may have had previous encounters with them. That's what it sounds like. Oh, I've got just a little bit of spirulina left. No, and I got the last little bit out. These barbs want it. I wish I could get rid of this green water. 7 months. Yazzie should cut it out. Yazzie. Pam's still on here.
Now,
Yeah. Yep.
I was wishing the other day that my dad was still around, 'cause I'd like to ask him about something. But of course, he's been gone a long time. But I remember once when I was like, and I know some of you guys are going to laugh at this, but I remember I was about 16, and you're at that age when your parents don't know anything, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So he mentioned to me, and I don't remember how we got on the subject. He mentioned to me that he was up on Mount Rainier one time, and he found some caves. And he dropped down into this cave to explore it. And he said there was a Bigfoot in there, and it was following him. And I just kind of didn't pay any attention to him, how people think that they don't exist. So I didn't really pay much attention to him. But I remember he told me that he ended up, there was no place to go, and there was like a really sketchy looking rope with knots on it going up to a hole in the ceiling, and he climbed that thing to get out of there. And I wish I could ask him about it now, but like I say, at the time I was 16 and wasn't paying no attention to him. But the funny thing about my dad, and this is what makes me want to ask him what else he saw or what he saw, because when I was young, he hunted all the time. And from the time when I was a teenager and can remember, there was a whole rack of fishing poles out in the garage. And he had a lot of hunting rifles, and he never went in the woods for anything. From the time I was a teenager, he would never go out in the woods. He would go to the desert and go arrowhead hunting, and he would take his boat and go along the riverbanks to go arrowhead hunting, but he would not go out in the woods anymore.
Huh.
So it kind of makes me wonder why. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But now I can't ask him about it. But anyway, like I say, that's a story for the night.
Why would he make something like that up, though?
He wouldn't. I know he wouldn't. So.
Oh, look at.
And like I said, it makes me wonder if something like that is why he wouldn't go out in the woods anymore.
I'd say so. There's a word, totally different stuff.
Hi, W. Marion.
There's a word for stuff that when people make things look like something like faces or something, I think it is. And
Yeah.
Look at Dharma's back, at the old man looking at us. See the 2 big eyes and the nose?
Oh, yeah, I do. And a little mustache, yeah.
I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, I know that word too. It starts with a P, but I can't think of it right now.
It's like looking at a plug light socket, a plug-in socket, looks like a face, stuff like that.
Yeah, yep.
I've never noticed that before. Cool.
And Happy New Year, W. Marion. And tomorrow's New Year's Eve, guys.
I know.
Don't go out and party. It's not safe.
My partying will be at the plant store. She wants those wafers, but she wants me to get away. Look at her, little heifer. Look at her.
Yeah.
Big heifer. Go ahead and get them. She's thinking that 16-year-old thing.
That sounds miserable.
I'm going to put the chat back on there. She got one of them. And I'll go back to the chat. I'm sick of fish. Sick.
Hi, Sean. Oh, you've been there an hour and only called the cops twice? That's kind of a slow night. Wait till tomorrow night when it's New Year's Eve.
How boring.
He busted out his own car windows. Yikes.
Nobody pooped on the door yet. You.
Well, like I say, are you going to work tomorrow night, Sean? That should be a fun night. Yeah, tomorrow or next week, instead of like I'm going to do my water change tomorrow, but next week I'll make sure that one of the tanks that I do in the morning is a rice fish, so I can like put the camera on the rice fish for a while. I haven't done that for a long time. But like I said, I got to do a major plant trimming in there because you can't really see them right now. And I got a major duckweed across the surface of the water. And you know how fun that is.
What do you have in there? That dwarf sage?
Yep, I have dwarf sage and some, I don't remember what it's called, a little stem plant. I have a stem plant in there that's like going all over the place, but mostly what I got to get out of there is the duckweed because the duckweed is blocking the light.
Yeah, that's what happened on the floaters tank over there. Oh, golly. Yazzie, you're such a coward. I turned the lights off. Yazzie ran.
Oh no. Yazzie.
Where is Yazzie? Pam's calling you.
Where is my Yazzie?
How did a thermometer get in the floor? Where is Yazzie? There he is.
There he is.
Okay, there's been a cat on top of this 125 because there's a sponge and a thermometer in the floor. I know the chihuahuas haven't been up there.
No, it's probably Dharma.
Probably. Or this one right here is trying to get Yazzie to chase him. Get him, Yazzie. Get him. All right, everybody. Go to bed. I've been leaving the dim light on in here because of those new fry. I don't know if I should really or not, but I have been.
I've had a couple different kinds of fish before where I had to leave the blue light on, or they'd be like slamming themselves up against the glass trying to get to the lights in the house or something. They didn't like the dark, so I ended up having to get a light that I could leave on at night so they didn't do that.
Nope. That's an old rule. Don't leave the lid up on your rainbows because they'll jump. They will jump. You guys don't need a nightlight. All right. Come on, Yazzie. I don't want you to get scared. Yazzie, Yazzie. Oh gosh, I thought I turned them off. How many people are still in here? Let's
I don't
see.
know.
I can't tell.
41?
Let's
I
give
think
it.
41. Yep, 41. Hey, Big J.
Hey, Big J. I think these guys are ready to go.
Well, it is 10:25 now, so I'm going to go till 11, I think. And I think about 15 minutes before I shut down for the night, I'll give away that little bear drawing.
Titles is making noise. Probably need to clean it.
Do I have a Python water changer? No, what I use is I use buckets. I have a bucket with a pump in it and 75 feet of hose going to the sink. And I siphon into the bucket and turn the pump on while I'm doing it. And then I have a clean bucket in the sink with another pump in it. And I reverse it to fill them back up again and pump water from the sink into the tanks.
You don't have to lift any water.
No, I don't lift water. I'm too old. And it's a darn good thing I had that set up because when I hurt my arm, there's no way in hell I could have ever lifted a bucket.
Even the shrimps, the snails. You know, these work just as good as the Times brand. And they're as cheap as Walmart's. Let's buy one to get half off one free or something. I had that pod over here, and they've moved it all the way over there. I guess they don't want to spawn in it. Is anybody else there that wants? Yazzie, come on. I heard you spinning out. That you can trust to come up without throwing their clothes off.
I know, huh? Yeah, I think I'll put the link out in StreamYard if anybody wants to come up for a few. Like I said, about half an hour. We got about half an hour left.
Goldfish are the biggest liars. You saw how much I fed them, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Daniel.
He's still coughing, huh?
Dan. Danny. There he is. You heard me. He's a good man. There he is. He said, oh, it's just you and Pam again. Yeah, he's not coughing like he was severely, so I'm going to give him the other half of that pill when I go to bed.
Night, Sean.
See you, Sean. I'm so excited about Sean's shed. He's just about there.
I know, huh?
Spring, he's going to be tearing it up in there. If not before. Did a real good job on that, too. From hell. Nobody's coming up.
Nobody's coming up. If anybody wants to come up, click on that link.
Can't believe that. Just can't believe it. I missed my computer. I didn't think I used it that much till my monitor burned out. It's just a monitor, but who wants to go buy a monitor right at Christmas? Not me. Not me. Daniel never would sleep on a bed. He'll sleep on the bed, but he likes just a towel that he can, like he was laying on. I know it's not comfortable, but that's what he likes. Daniel. Lay down. Lay back down.
It's about time I need to get some more hose for my water changes pretty soon, because part of the water that I got on the floor right now is because there's a hole in the hose. A little pinhole that was spraying all over the place.
Wonder if you could just stick a lighter or something to it for a second and seal it.
I might be able to. I was thinking I might try some heavy duty tape on it, see if I can like seal it, keep it from.
Or cut that section out. Is it near an end or is it?
It's right in the middle, but
Um,
I have a bunch of elbows that I could add, so I could actually cut that section out and put an elbow on it.
of course, it costs pennies for a foot of it, but still, if it works, it's working and working that town. Lay down. Now here's some scary stuff right here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Daniel. I thought I could hook my smart TV. It's the commercials on your stream locally, Pam. Gosh. I thought I could use this monitor, but I guess not. I thought I could use this monitor.
Oh, you're getting feedback now.
Oh, let me turn it down. Let me mute it. I always. Now there shouldn't be any.
Nope, now it's good.
All right.
I've been thinking I want to get like a small TV that I can hang up on the wall and plug it in as a monitor.
Yeah. That one sits on my third. I need a snack. No, it's only 12:35. 12:30 here.
I'm going to throw the link up one more time, guys. Now's your chance if you want to come up.
Nobody comes up. I will.
There's a kitty.
Oh my. I'm going to grab some things that I don't have to cook. Tomato. Throw some cheese. Gibby. That's going to be my plate. Get in. Mind you being here when I don't have food, but Dharma will step right in your plate. That's nasty. Nasty.
Mario's so funny because he will want to see what I'm eating and smell it. He wants to see what's on my plate, but he won't. If I give him a bite, he won't take it. He only eats cat food. He won't eat anything else. He won't eat any people food at all.
I can't tell you how many times I've taken stuff. I finally learned not to. I can fry chicken or stuff and put it to cool for a few minutes and go back and a piece be missing. Thanks to Dharma. Of course, then you got to let them. Swiss cheese, just the thing. You know, I've been calling groceries and going and getting them, schedule them like the next day, and they didn't have any of the small bags of like small breed Alpo, and so they didn't substitute it. And they're supposed to do that and make sure it's all right. But they pointed out, and they said they didn't have any substitutions. I said this huge Walmart doesn't have a bag of dog food. I mean, I didn't get ugly, but I thought how stupid. He just didn't want to carry it.
Yeah.
I did. I said this whole big Walmart doesn't have a bag of dog food. Nope. And he told me no. And I ought to get out and go in there. But it defeats.
I had trouble with the Instacart thing. I got some groceries a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to get a ham for Christmas dinner. Right? Because a nice ham that I could put in the oven.
Right.
So I was watching and I got some ham and potatoes and some milk and a couple other basics, right? So it was like $47 total, something like, or $46 total. So, and I was watching, for any substitutions, and it looked like there wasn't going to need any. I was kind of watching because I just guesstimated on the ham. So, I got up and did something and came back and looked, and he had substituted the ham, and he was already checking out. So I didn't get the ham that was on sale, and I thought, well, that's okay. But then I looked, and I had like just a big ham with maximum like $25, and he'd gotten a ham that was $48.
God.
And I was like, oh my God. Which like put it up to like $80, but he was already checking out. So I thought, well, okay, maybe it's a nice spiral ham or something. So he came and dropped him off really fast, which I also was not very happy because I have a truck. I can drive to the store,
Right.
but I was trying to be safe, right?
Sure.
So this kid shows up to drop my groceries off, and he's not wearing a mask. And
I'm still here. I'm just walking.
I didn't say anything, but like, why the hell am I using Instagram if he's not going to wear a mask anyway, right?
I like that.
Instacart. Why should I use Instacart if he's not wearing a mask anyway when he drops off the groceries? So, but I didn't say anything.
Don't you
And
have
I got the groceries in the house and looked, and he had substituted a nice ham roast for a bag of deli ham, sliced deli ham.
$80 worth?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was like, what the hell? So I'm not going to use them anymore.
Don't you
Because,
do a certain, it's Instacart?
yeah.
Here, I think it's Publix. I get emails about it. I think it's Publix.
Yeah, here it's Instacart does the Safeway, and they're the only one that delivers groceries.
Say,
Well, Walmart delivers groceries, but not to where I am, so I can't use them. But yeah, so I got this great big bag of sliced deli ham instead of a ham roast. And that's not the same thing. I mean, I don't want to sound like a bitch, but
well,
a bag of sliced ham is not the same thing as a ham that I can throw in the oven.
no.
So I was not real thrilled with that. So I guess from now on, I'm just going to mask up and go to the grocery store myself.
Well, I forgot to put bleach on my list. So I'm out of bleach to mop dog excrement with.
Yeah, I need to get some dish soap and stuff, but I'll just order that from Walmart because, like I say, they won't deliver anything fresh out here, but I can order from their warehouse. So,
Oh, the other thing they didn't have too, that was bad enough. No dog food in the whole store. It wasn't half and half. It's heavy whipping cream because I can have that on my diet and you can have it on. So I've always used yours, and I get a quart of it every couple of weeks, just for. And they didn't get that, and I'm like, why didn't he? Said because we don't have any. You're out of milk. You don't have any cream in the whole. So I stopped today and went in like a like a service station with food.
Yeah, convenience store. Yeah, they usually will have some half and half.
They didn't have any half. They had 1 gallon milk and one, I guess like a pint. Yeah, a pint of whole milk. So I got the whole, but it ain't the same cream.
No, I need to get some dish soap and a couple other things. So I'll probably have to run over to Walmart. I hate to right now because everything's so bad, but
Well, and I didn't want to go to Walmart. I had Daniel in the back floorboard coming.
oh yeah,
Get out Walmart and knock my windows out. Off and dog. Everybody's watching me, all four of them. Yazzie's jumping and punching me. Yazzie, you just had supper.
well, I left him a bad review, BJ. I don't usually do that, but like one time when I ordered some stuff, I had ordered baking soda because I was out and I got a box of cornstarch instead, and I was like, oh well, no big deal. I'll just order baking soda on the next one. But that ham was like, I don't even like deli ham. I mean, deli ham is not the same as a fresh ham at all. And it's like, ugh. So I left him a bad review and told him why, and I'm not going to use it anymore because that was just ridiculous. I mean, who the hell would think that you would want $50 worth of deli ham instead of a ham roast? I mean, that just no.
Yeah, that and it's never a cook. Oh, and the final thing I believe was the one thing he did substitute. I had one substitute. I thought, oh, that's great. And then I saw he just didn't get my other stuff. Why he wouldn't get the cream, I don't know. Something he did substitute. Toothpaste, something didn't matter, just so it was something. And he said, well, look on your substitution. You got it cheaper. And I looked at it and I'm like, 1 cent. It's 1 cent cheaper. It's 1 cent. And I thought, God, thank God I love it, It's ready to pistol whip. I couldn't give him a bad review because I couldn't see his name tag.
Well, then, like I say, the real kicker was when he showed up without a mask, because if I'm not worried about people wearing masks, then I would just go to the store myself.
It defeats the whole point.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mooney, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. You are just about in time for a giveaway. I'm going to be doing my last giveaway here pretty quick.
I must be way behind. I don't see him on there.
She just showed up.
Let's see if she's shown up for me yet. Yeah, she did. And then there's BJ Palmer. And I bet you they get paid more than the poor people stand there all registered stuff. I bet they
Yeah.
pickers more.
Oh, when you use Instacart, you've got it. They charge you a service fee and a delivery fee, and you tip the delivery guy. So, you're looking at least $10 extra for that. And then to have him, like I say, just like get me that really expensive deli meat that I didn't want, which like really jacked up the price of my groceries, which I didn't need to do that. And then show up without a mask too. I was like, why the hell am I going to spend $10 extra for this?
I hadn't seen.
Okay, Mooney, hurry.
I hadn't seen Shelby Ray in a while.
she came in at the beginning of the stream.
I thought I heard you say hello to. I was feeding fish then. People are going to think I do that eat on cam because I was eating candy a while ago.
Instacart is like delivery service. Like they'll pick up your groceries for you and bring them out to your house. Which, when you got a town like ours that is absolutely raging with the virus, that's the best way to go when you're an older person like me. But it's not the best way to go if they aren't going to wear a mask anyway.
Did they pick?
And if they're going to substitute, like $20 worth of meat for $50 worth of meat, that's not the way to go for me either.
Well, Walmart has, they keep a record of everything they ever bought. So they could have found something that I thought they were out of cream or something, or another kind of dog food I'd tried out.
You know that the whole Walmart was not out of dog food.
No, but he told me it was.
He just didn't want to carry it out.
He said, well, here's some dog food here. They might have this. I'm like, who the heck is that? And it was canned food. I said, yeah, that's the can that I get canned and dry, and cat. If it happens again,
Now, you can order dog food from the warehouse. Because see, Walmart has their new delivery program, but they won't deliver to me because I'm all the way on the other side of town and I'm outside of the town limits.
Yeah.
So they will not deliver to me.
Same to my sister.
But I can order dry goods from them, but they don't come from the store. It gets shipped from the warehouse. Because like I got the last time I got coffee and some powdered creamer, I got it from Walmart, and it came from their warehouse and got delivered to the house. But like fresh creamer, I couldn't get because the store won't deliver anything, so I can't get groceries. But as in groceries, like fresh groceries, I can get dry goods, but because it'll come from the warehouse, but I can't get fresh stuff.
I don't like powdered cream.
I don't like it as well as regular creamer, but I couldn't get regular creamer from them, so I just got some powdered creamer because I was desperate for creamer.
You know why I think that is? My mother used to try to trick us and make us think that powdered milk was for milk, and we knew better.
Oh my God, I remember getting powdered milk. Remember, didn't that come with like, oh God, when I was a kid, they had like from the government, you got powdered milk.
How she got
and
it.
those great big blocks of cheese. Remember those great big blocks of government cheese?
Yep, that turned me off to cheese too.
They were like 5-pound blocks of cheese.
Huge. And what kids eat cheese like that?
Yeah. I like the cheese, but powdered milk does not taste like regular milk. It just doesn't.
She would buy half a gallon of milk, have a gallon of container, and mix it half and half.
Yeah.
That made it worse. I mean, I know she was trying to feed us, but yeah.
She was trying to trick you there and get by with a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But no, the powdered milk has a different taste to it. And I don't think you could mix enough regular milk in it to get rid of that taste because you can taste it.
That's what I told her.
Yep, the government cheese was good. Powdered milk was fed to the animals. Yep, exactly. But I did like the government cheese, though. That was actually good cheese. I liked it.
I wouldn't try it. If I did, I'd remember it. Bob, it's raining here, so it's way to you.
I'll tell you another thing never to do, because you can't get rid of the taste of it. One time when we were really broke, and I didn't have anything to make for dinner, so I made pancakes. And I tried making pancakes with like applesauce, baby food applesauce. and it tastes like baby food. It made the pancakes taste like baby food. You can't get rid of that either. I first got married, I like was learning how to cook, and the other thing I remember I did was I had a crock pot and a crock pot recipe book, and this was back when I was learning to cook. And I looked at the recipe to make some homemade chili, and I thought that the recipe said 2 cups of fresh peppers, the little yellow peppers,
Oh, no.
but it didn't say 2 cups. It said 2, as in 2 peppers, not 2 cups of peppers. And believe me, it made a difference.
Yeah.
Couldn't eat that stuff. The dog wouldn't even eat it. It was hot.
What are you going to do with milk, John? Or that powder? What is powdered milk anyway? What's in it? I don't even know.
I don't even know either, but it has a different taste to it that you can't cover up.
No, it's more than bland, or less than bland, I guess.
Yeah, but it's got a different flavor to it though. Like that powdered milk taste.
Yeah.
It isn't just that it's like watery or anything like that. There's a different taste to it.
Almost chocolate. Almost. I've got long fin white over here in Mont. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they put in baby food, but it definitely doesn't taste. Applesauce baby food definitely has a different taste to it than regular applesauce.
John Cox said you could have won a Texas cook-off.
Could have won a cook-off in Texas with my chili.
Huh?
Believe me, it was hot.
Were you able to salvage it?
No, I tried mixing like cans and cans and cans of tomato sauce and stuff in it, and it was still like so hot you couldn't touch it.
It's made from real milk.
The dehydrated milk, the butter fat is removed. It's got a funny taste to it though.
And what is evaporated milk? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I've seen that like a cream, like in a can.
Yeah, you can get like carnation, and because when I make my orange pudding for Christmas, I use Eagle brand milk because it's like a super thick, heavy cream. But a lot of evaporated milk is like liquid. I think it's just sweeter and stuff, a little bit stronger tasting. I used evaporated milk before to like feed baby animals because it's more concentrated and it's sweet, kind of sweet tasting.
Did you see what Shelby Ray said?
What? Well, you swam into some good company with Pam and Bob.
She's still a little off center from the truth. He said Shelby Ray. That was sweet.
Mooney says she made hamburger pie in college and it called for 2 cloves of garlic. You thought a head of garlic was a clove? Epic garlic bomb. Yeah, that would do it. No vampires in your building.
Mm-mm.
Condensed milk and chocolate chips to make chocolate fudge. That would work. Yep, the Eagle brand is the best one. But like I say, it's super thick compared to the other ones. Like Carnation brand is like real runny.
Hey,
But Eagle brand is like
Darcy?
really like syrup.
come here. Milo, you too. Come on. Come on.
I have some like chocolate powder that I got from a spice place that sells fresh spices. Actually, it was on Cape Cod, and I had it for years in jar. Like I put it in jars and sealed it up, and I've never used it. And I thought the other day I had some milk, and I thought, I'm going to add some of this chocolate powder to milk for hot chocolate. But it ended up more like chocolate pudding. So I accidentally made some chocolate pudding.
I can just see Bill Cosby doing those pudding commercials years ago. GRB, was it you that asked me where I had peacock gudgeons? I was going to show them a while ago while I was in there, and I couldn't remember who it was, but I think it might have been you. He knows all of my tanks, and he said, "Where's the peacock gudgeons?" And I told him I never show them because they stay hidden down there. Not even sure who asked me now.
Oh, I remember making like pudding pops with remember the Tupperware popsicle stick things?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
GRB did say it's almost bare butt draw.
Oh yeah, it is. It is that time. And my phone alarm is going off in the background. So this is going to be our giveaway for tonight. It is a bear cub playing with a stick bob. And she's sitting in snow. And it's a 4x6, and when you get it, you can pop it right into the 5x7 frame, and you are all set. It's all matted and stuff, so all you got to do is like pop it into a 5x7 frame with glass in it. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to pull up the random number picker. And I will do a number between 1 and 50. And I will share the screen and then hit generate a number. So nobody, not even me, is going to know who the winner is. Everybody gets one guess. And whoever comes closest to the number without going over wins the drawing of the bear. Which the title of the drawing is Almost Bear Butt. And wait for me to type start, John. And then do it again. So I'm just going to count everything below where I type start. And if you want to throw in a number, Bob, tell me and I'll put it in for you.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
And like I say, I have no idea what number it is because I'm going to do that on screen and show everybody when I do it. So one guess only, everybody. Does everybody have a number in? And if there's any tie, then we'll do another one for a tiebreaker. Okay, I see Chicklets just got in a number. Anybody else need to throw in a number before I generate a number for you? Okay, there's the generator. I haven't hit the, that's not the number because I got to hit the generate, and we'll see what number comes out. Everybody got a number in? Because I'm going to hit it. And 1 to 50, number 38. So now I got to go back up and see who's closest without going over. Sandy got 43.
Is it 38?
It's 38, yeah. So whoever's close, we got 33 is Big D. 37, BJ got 37. Let's see if anybody's, oh, Pridemore's Fish got 37 too, so we have a tie at 37.
Yeah, 237s.
Anybody get 38? I don't see it. Looks like we got a
I
tie.
don't see it.
So we got a tie between BJ and Pridemore. So I'm going to change the random number generator to between 1 and 20. And those two need to throw out a number, and then I'll hit generate.
Hey.
So Pridemore and BJ throw out a number between 1 and 20 for a tiebreaker. And on the tiebreaker, it's whoever comes closest. It's okay if you go over. I just usually do it whoever's closest. So BJ got 14. And Pridemore got 7. So let's generate a number and see what we got. 14 and 7. And we got number 9. So it looks like it's going to be Pridemore.
William.
So William, you need to send me, email me your mailing address. I'll put my email in and copy and paste my email, because if you spell it wrong, I won't get it. And send me your, not your email address, send me your mailing address.
Danny.
And congratulations.
Who was good Lord. Who was bidding on the bird at the end besides me?
M. Marion, I think.
Oh, Wendy W. Marion. Okay.
Yeah. That's right. Yep.
I was trying to remember. She's not here, I don't think.
No, I didn't see her in the drawing.
Congratulations, William, and I like the new channel name. William Pridemore's Fish and More.
Yep, congratulations. And like I say, send me your mailing address. And it will go in the stack that's going to go out as soon as I get over the post office now. But I'm probably going to either send stuff either Friday or Monday. So everybody that's waiting to get something, it will be either Friday or Monday when I send it, because the mail's kind of still a mess right now. Yes, Dragonlair, haha. You don't know how many times I heard that when I was growing up. Late wine and early booze and, high school. Oh, poor Daniel.
Yeah. He's
So-
right here beside me.
So I think that that's going to be it for tonight. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. And thank you for the people that bought something. And thank you for the What am I trying to say, Bob?
Well, if I know, I'm still trying to figure out the hash. the
Super
hash-
chats. Thank you
Oh,
for the
super
super chats.
Hell, if I know.
And everybody have a great new year. And hopefully this coming new year is going to be a lot better than the last one. Remember, never look back, always look forward. And thanks everybody for coming in. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks, Pam.
Oh, hi, Zenny. Bye, Zenny. Good night, everybody.